kept me waiting.
Hello there, and welcome to CrossCast, episode 61, recorded live on twitch.tv/the crossplayers on Thursday, 10th February 2022. My name is Lewis, and today I'm joined by three absolute guys. The first of them being, doesn't care about story, doesn't care about gameplay, doesn't care about graphics, doesn't care about genre, doesn't care about art style, doesn't care about the game, doesn't care about hygiene, doesn't care about work, doesn't care about food, doesn't care about Coldplay, doesn't care about Coldplay fans, doesn't care about you. He only cares about his gamer score. Isn't that right, Alex?
Probably not this week because I've got more trophies than gamer score this week.
Oh, well, that was one of your goals. That's interesting. It was one of your goals, wasn't it, to do trophies or something this year?
Yeah, little change of direction.
I had to add, when I heard the doesn't like Coldplay, I had to add that in for this week from last week. Next up, what would you do if you were young and beautiful and had a big bottle of champagne? Crack that thing open, pour yourself a glass, sit down in your favourite wingback and get lost in a good book. This is a daily occurrence, Monday to Friday, for Mark. Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Lewis. You can't make a noise like that, mate. It's too funny.
That's
Good
like
evening to you, sir.
snuggling into a big old body pillow or something like that. I don't know what you like.
I love a body pillow.
You're the type.
Yep.
You're definitely the type. And last but by no means least, freshly sluiced and ready for action, he goes by many names. Bum, big old bum, big old hairy bum, big old hairy farty bum, big old hairy farty party bum, big old hairy party farty clarty bum, big old hairy party farty sharty clarty bum. Eglantine. Keith. But we know him as the slippery bugger, Ben. Hi, Ben.
Hello. That's actually quite offensive.
Is it?
Yeah. Like it's all fun and games. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Give me a funny name every week, but
Fragile sticker.
you know, I do actually have quite a big bum, so I'm a bit self-conscious about it.
I've seen it. That's why it's there.
Interesting.
If you could
Just own your.
just
body.
lay off my
Own it.
ass.
That's not the first time you said that.
There you go. Are we all good? All good this evening.
Yeah,
This fine day. Have you got anything nice to drink, Alex? I seen you waving that big old bottle about earlier.
It's here, trusty bottle, ready. To go.
5 liters of water. Ben.
Just diluting juice, I'm afraid. It's nothing
Wow.
interesting.
That
Sorry.
just looks like an empty glass. What's in there?
I mean, there's about half a pint of.
Why is it cloudy? What's in that?
I don't know. Some
What
fruit.
flavour? You take summer
I
fruit.
genuinely don't know. No.
I don't like it.
I don't know.
We're
Maybe
live, people with unknown flavour.
Yeah.
The news
Well.
coming soon.
See if you can, decide what it is. Just as we traverse
Move on.
along the evening.
move on. I'll have a
No,
think.
let's just stay right here. Let's.
Just say lemon and move on.
Oh, no.
Lemon. Okay. Lemon.
It's not lemon, but
That's lemon. Well, yeah, we'll come back to you. Mark, what about you?
Talking of lemons, I've got water in a Stormtrooper beer glass.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
So I'm the only one that's got alcohol today. Double Joker IPA.
Oh.
A small one at 8.3%. But to counteract that, behind the Tramp's curtain, I've got a non-alcoholic Infinite IPA.
Lovely.
oh, So you're feeling better then after not being well last week?
Yeah, I was at the end of having, I don't know,
Alcohol poisoning.
alcohol poisoning. Yeah, it didn't stop me from drinking, obviously.
It's no laughing matter.
Well, no, a lot better, thank you. Thanks. Do feel better.
Good.
I don't have any strange question to ask this week.
About eating people.
About eating people. Yeah. I don't have any of that today. Apologies. You'd think after 2 weeks I'd thought of something, but I don't.
If you had to regurgitate one of us,
Who would it be?
who would it be?
I had to regurgitate one of you.
Yeah, like let's say you're on an island. Yeah,
Are you thinking like who would be the easiest to bring up
that's a good question.
physically?
I hadn't given it any more thought other than the word regurgitate.
Right.
Well, we've landed on it, so let's go.
Is it just between us or including the wider group? I reckon
That's
Laurie.
not nice. He's not here. There's no need to call him names.
I don't know. I'm gonna say I think Laurie would be the easiest. I think to regurgitate. I don't know why.
I think he would be. Yeah, Laurie's quite
Hardest
wiry.
to swallow.
Yeah, maybe like give him a couple of a chew and then bring him back up again. Have another little chew him again. Like,
Yeah.
what about you? Yeah. That was a question to everyone, Mark, right? Not just to me.
I think we should move on.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's move in.
Grapefruit. It's fucking grapefruit.
Is it grapefruit?
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. That's what it is.
Light bulb.
There we go. All right.
Okay, now we can move on. Sorry,
Let's
guys.
go into the new news. Tonight, the headlines: Nintendo Direct and Lock On Volume 3 Kickstarter success. Those are our headlines for this evening, as far as I'm aware. So, last night, I watched you guys stream the Direct. I had a very good time whilst I was watching it. It was like I was in the room. Very warm, very welcoming. Aided by the fact that it was probably one of the best Directs in recent memory. If I don't say so myself, I think it was very, very good. But yeah, what were your standout moments? There is an article on our website that young Mr. Alex Struthers Smith created and is there. So go and have a look at it. But what were your standout moments? I don't know if you want to go through every game, probably not, but any highlights?
I don't think we want to go through every game.
No.
If we went through every game,
no.
we'd be there for a while. I think that was one thing you'd say. It was definitely packed.
Yeah.
I think it started strongly, and I think as soon as I saw Mario Strikers, I don't think I stopped smiling from that point onwards. I think it just was like Nintendo of old. It just felt like, here we go, banger. And it was great. Like, so much there, so much variety. Definitely, it's one of those something for everyone. I mean, there's plenty in there that I'm not interested in, but you still get a bit of excitement because you know people are. It wasn't those ones where I think, as we said last night, you were searching the sizzle reel for something to talk about. You were a bit like, nothing, that's a reel because we don't care. But I think the standout for me was Mario Strikers. I think that looks brilliant. I think the Switch Sports looks great.
Oh yeah.
So looking forward to that bowling battle royale. I think that looks fantastic.
Normally when I watch Directs or any kind of presentation, my facial expression doesn't change at all. It just stays the same, like look of inactivity. But I changed that expression when Switch Sports came on. I went from to huh? So yeah, that
Yeah.
looks. I was very, very happy to see Switch Sports. I can't wait to get back to playing a game of tennis or two. Great
I
fun.
know, it's just such innocent fun. You'd have to be some kind of shithead, wouldn't you, to not be interested in Switch
Yes.
Sports? But anyway, Mark, what's your take?
Well, you know what about the Switch Sports? I mean, I've called various names by a certain member of the group already today. Where's my fragile sticker? And like I was there for the Wii version. I even had the Wii U version of the Switch Sport. And if it wasn't for Skyward Sword, I'd be more excited because I know how bad the Joy-Con motion is compared to the motion Wii Remote. So that's why I'm a little bit negative about that. I wasn't super keen to jump back into that. Also, it looked the same as the Wii and the Wii U ones. So yeah, I wasn't as happy. Sorry, guys.
Okay, I was only teasing. There's plenty of positive stuff to focus on. I thought, Alex, you said it started strong. I thought the first game, Fire Emblem Warriors
Hopes.
3 Hopes.
Yeah.
I thought they looked really good for a move
Did you?
like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you not, when you saw Edelgard and you saw Byleth, did you not go, oh, I miss that? No?
No, I never, because when the trailer first started, it was the guys marching with the shield. It was like, there's definitely a Fire Emblem game. Hopefully it's a mainline one. I was slightly disappointed. It's just another Musou game. But
I was too, but
I can
still,
I can go back. I can turn that game on, Ben. I can go back to Garrick Mach and mince around that monastery again and have a great time.
Yeah, true. But I thought, they were. I think Mario Strikers is probably up there with the highlights, just because I think that's their strongest sporting game that they've put out. I think, that franchise, and it just looks exactly what I would want it to look like. I'm well pleased with that.
Yeah.
And a lot of go on.
I was just going to say, Squinny in the chat said that his personal picks would be Kirby, Strikers, and Sport, and I think I'd agree with that. He's also said the Mario Kart courses got him interested in the expansion pack, and I think that's a great addition to that expansion pack. I think a lot of people were struggling to justify the cost of that, and I know some of the people in the group have got quite good value out of it for the Happy Home Academy element of Animal Crossing, and I think this really ups it with the Mario Kart stuff. I think that really does certainly add value as the games build up in the 64 collection as well. So it's looking more and more like a decent add-on with that.
Yeah, it's clever. They're two biggest selling games. They've now got significant expansions for paid expansions. Yeah.
I mean, 48 tracks over, I guess, a year and a half. $25, but yeah, it definitely adds a lot more value to that expansion pack. More so than the Animal Crossing one. Like I've had a little shot of that. I'm not that fussed about the game, to be honest, anymore. But yeah, that's a big value add for me.
I also just couldn't believe when it came up with 48. I sort of saw it and I thought, it looks like they've done 8. I was like, that's amazing. That's way more than I expected. And then it just went, that's going to be like every few months for the next couple of years. And I was like, okay, that's mental. 48 extra tracks. I mean, how many is the base game got? It must be about that.
About that, surely.
Yeah,
because I thought the same thing when we were live streaming it. I thought, in fact, I was like, eight's quite reasonable. And then at the end, when we were doing the recap, these guys explained to me, no, it's 48. It's like, no, don't be ridiculous.
There's no way.
Shut up, you idiot. No, but it is 48. That's
incredible.
Amazing.
That was by far and away, that and Portal and Portal 2 were my biggest excitements for myself. Very excited about the extra Mario Kart, because I also had the Wii U. I played Mario Kart and all the DLC for Mario Kart on the Wii U, so like I rinsed it then, and that was like one of the only games you had to play, so I properly rinsed it. So it's never quite been as exciting for me as everyone else on the Switch, perhaps. As great as it is, and they have made improvements like battle mode and stuff, but having more tracks, that's a fantastic gain, and it's a huge benefit, as Alex was just saying there, as we were all saying, to the NSO, the online stuff. It really does make that amazing value. Like, who would not jump into that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there are quite a lot of people complaining that it's an 8-year-old game technically, and now it's getting DLC.
Yeah.
But I think there's the people who are just complaining for the sake of complaining. To be honest.
Yeah, and like loads of the rest of the, Direct was like remasters or re-releases of stuff anyway. So like, that's just the nature of the beast, isn't it? Dealing with PlayStation stuff at the moment, they're all like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 update versions of games. So like, that's just the nature of the world.
Yeah.
Amen. RPGs. I feel like this was pretty RPG heavy as well. There's a lot of stuff for the RPG fan. Obviously, finishing off with Xenoblade 3 was massive. That put a smile on my face as well when I heard their silly accents and saw the beautiful scenery and everything, and the music got me. It got me. Lewis, you still look like you're skeptical.
Yeah. What about the one in one? What was the one they remastered? The first one. That's done me for Xenoblade. I think I don't care. I can't be bothered. I heard the accents. I was like, yeah, great. Something else to be annoyed at. Just not as the Monado in this one.
I think it looked like it was. Yeah, there was definitely a big old red sword in there.
You played the other ones, Ben?
No, I played about half of the first one.
The first one, okay.
And just got to a point where it got a bit dark and a bit serious, and then stopped.
Oh.
But now seeing that does make me want to go back to it. But also, you've got a kind of
do that quite a lot.
I do that all the time, mate. Nope, I've done it with like TV series. If it gets to a bit where the story suddenly gets, there's a bit in Dexter. We were quite enjoying watching Dexter. This is a bit of a tangent. And then there's a scene. It's an old show, so it's not a spoiler. But there's a scene where there's a little baby splashing around in a pool of blood with his mum dead in the bath next to him. And I was like, do you know what? I don't want to watch this anymore. So we haven't watched it since.
I mean,
too much.
Isn't Dexter quite horrible anyway, though? Isn't like because it's
but it was
expecting you to say that. That was just that one image.
It was just that one image, and I don't know if it's just because it, just had a baby in it, and it was just a bit too.
There were things
like
that in the game Blasphemous that like triggered people a bit like that because there's things. Yeah,
that was when I initially seen the trailer for Blasphemous. I did not like that. We just had our first. I was like, nah.
There are some quite horrible like moments. There's some like NPCs that you encounter are like bodies with like a face on the back of their head, or like they've got swords all stabbed in. They're all based on like mythology and stuff. But seeing them there and like they're just talking to you like it's all just normal. It's just like, okay, this is really freaky.
Yeah, I think it's when things take a unexpectedly darker turn.
Okay, like a darker turn.
Yeah, but anyway, we're getting into the weeds of my.
Yeah. In terms of surprises for myself, I was not fussed about Kirby in the Forgotten Land until I seen him swallow a car. I was like, this is just stupid. And then done another couple of things. A vending machine. I was like, oh right, okay. It's just so deliberately daft. And yeah, from that, I think now I might pick it up. It looks just. Yeah, daft and silly and a lot of fun.
That's how you win over Lewis. Just a big old mouth.
Just a big old, yeah.
What about
a good swallow?
What about that you're playing Kirby halfway through, one of the characters splashing around in blood. He's like, no, I'm done.
That's it.
Just took a dark turn. Yeah.
But you were saying last night, Ben, it's you consider it Mario Odyssey for idiots.
I made that. I mean, it was a joke. It was designed to, provoke thought and discussion.
Anger,
resentment.
Yeah.
Low level. No, it looks cool. It looks fine.
It does.
I think, and I rewatched the direct this morning with my eldest son, and that Kirby has now been added to the shopping list, along with that. What's it? The Taiko drum one. I always forget the full name of it. Taiko no Tatsujin.
Something like that.
Yeah,
that has also been added because he's a fan of those like rhythm games and stuff. So,
does that have DLC or is that a paid subscription or something like that?
It's got a paid subscription, kind of like Just Dance has, where they'll just add new
using the Just
songs
Dance reference. Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, just getting back to the point about RPGs. So as well as Xenoblade, we also had a few old RPGs thrown into the mix. So Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition, which is an old PlayStation game, which people love. It's quite well revered, and just being able to play that will be nice for RPG fans. But also the what's the Live Alive?
Live Alive.
Yeah.
Which
First
Sounds
time in
like
the
a
West.
90s morning TV show.
Yeah,
But,
Pat Sharp, he's presenting that.
Yeah.
and Smark, his little puppet. Yes, that looked cool. That's a friend of the show, Per Schneider. That's his favorite RPG.
Wow.
Shit, that's a big claim.
Yeah, and he, I mean, he's been on this show, so he clearly
Been
knows
on the show, yeah.
his stuff.
His tweets I read through, so it does sound like a really interesting game. Like I moved that to like a maybe list. It does sound really interesting and very different. Like it sounds like kind of an experiment in the form.
Yeah,
yeah,
because there's like bits set in different time periods and stuff like that. It just and apparently it's a big inspiration for Octopath Traveler, which, as we all know, was a fantastic game.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Project Triangle.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Day
Demo
one.
out now.
Is it
Anyone
okay?
played it?
Is it demo
Not
from
yet.
the start of the
It's just
game, or
It's the
It
third.
is, yeah.
It's the third demo I think it's the third demo they've done for it.
yeah? I played the first demo, and it was like you were just plonked in the middle of the story without much context, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. I just want to play the game. I don't want to have to understand something that should have a lot of backstory up to this point. So yeah, I kind of stopped at that point.
Got a big question
Yes.
from the chat.
okay.
Oddman84. Who is the radical dreamer of the cross players?
Good question.
Stumped. Absolutely stumped.
We
haven't seen them stumped like this since that time when I didn't know what I was drinking. About 10
Yeah,
about who we were going to regurgitate.
yeah. Laurie, I'm telling you.
Put that out. We maybe put that out as a poll to the patrons. I don't know. That's a tough one. The radical dreamer.
Good. We're all radical dreamers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And stumped as a new member. That's right, Andrew.
Yeah.
Just
Cool,
very little.
Alex the stump. What are we talking about?
Triangle strategy.
Yeah, triangle strategy. So I played the demo.
Okay.
This one. I haven't played the previous ones because I thought,
Okay.
no, I want to wait until it's finished. I don't want it to taint my experience of it. It's very promising. I've only got through like one battle, literally played about 45 minutes of it. And I mean, I'm definitely going to buy it now, just based on that.
fantastic.
And I
looks lovely.
Special
think
edition? Oh, sorry, Alex.
I was going to say, I think the demo is a prologue and essentially the first 3 hours, and it carries over into the main game. That's right.
Yeah, either first 3 hours or first 3 chapters, one or the other. And your progress carries over. And that's exactly how they won me over with Octopath as well. And Dragon Quest even. That was like a decent chunk of demo right at the start of the game that then carries over to the full game. And it's bloody, they've got me again.
Good way of doing it.
Yeah.
Are you going to get it physically? Get that lovely physical edition?
The special
I think
edition,
so, yeah.
the collectors. Oh yeah.
I do like to get like physical RPGs generally, because they're meaty games, aren't they? It's quite nice to have that. But yeah, Busty Tiger in the chat is saying a lot of reading. It is a lot of reading to start with, but it is an RPG. What there isn't though is, and I was quite surprised by this, there doesn't seem to be any like overworld exploration. Just seems to be like you pick on a map where you're going to go next. Whether that changes or not as the game goes on, I don't know. But I quite like that because that's I don't want to fanny about. I just want to go from battle to battle.
Yeah,
doing the fun bit. It's like
killing stuff.
Fire Emblem without all the school bullshit.
Oh, maybe it's not for me.
Fire Emblem without all the school bullshit. That sounds a bit like Advance Wars.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
Yeah.
It does.
So professional.
Sorry, just segues just coming. I'm so inspired by Pan last week.
Really
That-
are turning into him.
Advance Wars was probably the one for me that got lost most last night.
Yeah.
I think I said that in my
Yeah,
article, but it didn't really hit at all. It looked all right. The art style looked all right, but it just kind of got lost in amongst everything else.
I think it felt like it's sort of polished, like it looked a bit more sparkly and polished from the last time we've seen it. They seem to have added some nice features. Looked like the online stuff had been given a boost as well. Yeah, I'm quietly confident. I'm a fan of the games, so I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it wasn't like an overwhelming segment. Interesting compared to some of the other stuff. It wasn't that exciting.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of that art style. I don't know, but willing to give it a shot, as with most things. Just to quickly rattle through some of the other ones we've not discussed. Did we speak about Mario Strikers? Can't remember.
We did,
Yeah.
Alex mentioned it, yeah.
No Man's Sky, 7-year-old game at this point. I can't remember. Finally coming to Switch.
Dan was pretty high on that, I thought.
Yeah.
If that's how it looks on the Switch, then fair play to them.
Yeah, Dan mentioned he played it quite a bit when it first released. So did I. Like before any of the updates came in, I think I got it within the first couple of days after release. I have tried to play it again on Game Pass. I find it quite difficult to get into nowadays. Metroid Dread update. So one hit kill, boss rush mode, and rookie mode, which is, you could probably argue maybe should have been in there from the start. Looking forward to that boss rush mode.
Did they give the impression that it was like phase 1 of updates for this game? Like I sort of got a bit of a hint of that, and I don't know whether.
I think the easy mode and the hard mode are today, but then the boss rush is.
Oh, right. That was the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and again another couple of high level. The Force Unleashed, that was a brilliant game. Had that on the PS3, loved it. Depending on price, I might pick it up or not. I don't know about you guys having any opinion on that.
It's the same people that have done the KOTOR, so it's Aspire that have done that.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
As from memory, they weren't well received. But anyway, Klonoa Fantasy Reverie series. Just shook my head when I seen that. I was like, stupid Sega games.
No, but I was actually probably the highest on that out of the three of us last night, because I've just got really vivid memories of playing a demo disc on the PlayStation, on the PS1 of Klonoa, and it being like really cool. And I think it's aged quite well as a franchise. People are quite fond of it, so that's a pretty big one.
It's probably the one I've seen the most talk of today. I think probably because it's not just coming to the Switch, it's coming to all platforms, so there's been quite a lot to talk about it, but that's probably the one I've seen the most buzz for today. So, but I had no recollection of it at all. Like I didn't know what it was, but I thought it looked good. Looks like my kind of game, so I think that's one I will pick up somewhere if it doesn't end up in Game Pass.
Andrew's telling me off saying Klonoa isn't Sega. Thought it was. It looks like a Sega game.
Oh no.
Damn.
I'm in trouble now. All right. Anything else from the Direct last night?
Earthbound Beginnings.
How could I forget?
Speaking of added value to NSO, I remember your reaction to that in the chat last night, Lewis, was just fuck.
I was reading the chat.
Unless it was delayed.
Yeah.
From something else. But yeah, you seem to be excited.
What was this for?
Earthbound? No.
Hey, that was not. I can't. I had to Google earlier on because, like, I know that Mother and Earthbound is like the same thing. Yes, they are. Just, I think it's Mother in Japan and Out with Japan. Earthbound. I was unaware of that, but I thought they were the same series, just different. Like the game was called something different. I went from like Mother to Earthbound to Mother 3. I don't know. But yeah, I've played the third one on my next door neighbor's 2DS XL. So yeah, looking forward to maybe playing the second. I'll maybe give the first one a wide berth.
I thought that Mother 3 was still untranslated from the Japanese.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Did you play it?
That's correct.
Yeah. There's a fan translation.
Oh, right, is there?
A translation.
A translation.
Yep.
Nice portmanteau. That's awesome.
Romuald done it. He done it.
Mm-hmm.
He did the whole thing.
But how do you feel about playing like a legal version?
Nah, it's not for me.
It's on Earthbound's on SNES Classic. I've played the beginning of it.
Yeah, it
It was
is.
pretty cool. You played it before, anyone?
No,
Not me.
No.
But
It's
I'll
got a
give
lot
it
of
a
love,
shot.
isn't it? And it's like influenced a lot of stuff. Like what's that game Dan was banging on about all last year?
Pokemon.
No, the the really pretty like
Rocket League.
RPG game came out on Switch. I think he gave it as like
Eastward.
yeah, Eastward. Thank you. Yeah, inspired stuff like Eastward. Yeah.
Yeah. Have we spoken about Portal?
Briefly, yeah, I think so.
I'm here for
Mention
that. I think that, to be honest, of all of any surprises, given that the Steam Deck is coming out very soon, that is a huge surprise because it's like,
Yeah.
that's
Why do that?
Valve. Why do that? It's almost like, are they going to make it just as shit as possible so they can point to it and go, look how shit that runs on the Switch. Come and buy our It's like, I can't think of another reason. Obviously, the reason is it's incredibly successful, but
Yeah. It's weird that it's not been on Switch yet. And it's very weird that now is the time that it's coming.
Yeah.
Literally the month that the Steam Deck is being released.
like the timing, it's incredible. I felt like at the end of the thing, it's going to go also on Steam Deck or something. It was really weird.
Unless it's just been a byproduct of it getting optimized for Steam Deck, it's kind of fell out the sides and like, we might as well just put it out in the Switch anyway.
That's interesting. Yeah, they did the whole Portal bridge constructor thing. That was like a couple of years ago on Switch. But I mean, Portal 2, one of the greatest games ever. If you haven't got it, if this is like a halfway decent port of it, and it's a fairly old game now, so it should be pretty damn good. Give this one a go. I'm going to be amazing to play this portable. Can't wait.
Lovely.
Portable.
Well done.
Why not bring us? Let's have the Half-Life pack as well next. Why not? Valve, just give us everything.
The orange box. I thought that was
And Left 4 Dead or whatever it is. Why not?
Yep.
Nah,
No. Okay.
not that
Lovely stuff.
On to our next news item for Lock On. Lost & Cult have launched their third volume on their Kickstarter, and it was funded in less than 6 hours. Unbelievable. They've already funded 2 stretch goals and are about to reach their third. There's lots of new writers and artists, a total of over 78 contributors from all over the world, over 220 pages, and roughly 50% dedicated to the... Wait, I can't quite make out what this says. The Dreamcast? I think is that the console that Klonoa was on?
That's the old PlayStation console.
The
Sega Killer.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, 50% dedicated to the Dreamcast, a console that's close to the hearts of many. But yeah, big congratulations to Andrew, who has been only half an hour in and corrected me multiple times already tonight. I've missed that.
It's an editor for you.
Yep. Massive congrats to hitting the final goal so quickly. That must have been, I don't know, I mean, like we'll have a delayed reaction in the chat, but in terms of the Kickstarter from 3 compared to 2 and 1, I can't quite remember what the how quickly the others were funded, but 6 hours is something special. So yeah, big congratulations to that.
Yeah,
I meant to pick up the second one. Did anyone else pick up the second issue?
I've got it. It's right there. But I can see them both right there.
Shit, I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
there you go. Andrew, less of a correction, more of just giving you a fact here, Lewis. Number 2 funded in 18 hours. Number 1 took a month. So yeah, to do it in 6 hours this time around. That is they're trending in a positive direction.
Yeah,
despite it being focused on the Dreamcast as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know. Imagine if they focused on a good console.
I know.
Woo, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
At least it's tied in quite nicely with Klonoa though, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly. But for those that don't know, I guess like Lock-On's like a very premium journal. When you think of like a premium magazine, premium book, and before the first one was released, I had an image in my head of how it would look and how it would smell. More to the point, I had a hope that it would smell in a particular way, and it did. It smelled how I wanted it to smell. So if you go out there looking for books or journals that smell a particular way, really satisfying. Yeah, it's Lock-On's for you.
That's That's probably what a great review that is.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're listening, feel free to use that as a test.
Yeah. Looks nice, smells good.
Smells as you'd expect.
Smells. Lewis, cross players. I hope they do that so much.
In all seriousness, I think they're very, very nice journals. I do have the first two, as you said, as well, Lewis. I haven't backed the third one yet, but I will. I just need to make sure I do it before I run out of time.
Nice journals made by nice people as well. A lot of people that we've encountered throughout our time doing this.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely to see.
Oh, that's lovely. Nice. All right. That's the news over with. Before we move into our pick up and play, I've got a little game to play with you lot, and I've tentatively called it Good Game. Now, Ben, I asked you earlier on to practice your Bruce Forsyth impression, so please.
Good game.
Well done. Good.
Yep.
That was anyone else? Mark, you good at impressions?
Mark,
I can just do the face.
Yeah,
Wait.
that's good.
I can just do the face. I can't do the voice. I could do a spot on Pac-Man though if you want.
Yeah, again, just for us.
Do that, go on.
No, he goes, fuck off.
He does.
Right, so I never really told you what this was about.
Right.
Over the last few weeks, we have all started using the app GG. And so I've gone through and had a little look at what people have been either playing or ranking. I've got some ranking. Yes, sorry, ranking. And I've got some questions based on that. So this is there's no points. Remember what the big breakfast is? Don't phone. It's just for fun. This is just for fun. It's just for bragging rights. So I'm going to go through this, see how you all do. The floor is open. Please shout your response. Okay, first question. Dan has rated one game on GG. Which game is this?
Oh, there's no score. You're not going to tell us the score of the game?
Deathloop.
It is Deathloop.
No way.
So the whatever he ranked it doesn't matter. He's only ranked ranked one. That's that, and it was 3.5.
Safe.
Next question.
Minutes, 3.5 stars.
Done.
Move on.
According to Max, he's used the app since 2019. How many games has he rated?
7.
0. Oh, actually, no. He loves the sound of his own voice. It'd be more than that.
Used it since 2019.
I reckon he's rated 18 games.
18. Mark?
I'm going to say 46.
Andrew in the chat is saying 16.
16. Ben, you should have kept your answer. He has not rated a thing. Right.
Okay.
So much for early adoption.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like crying.
Still isn't following me.
I've used this since 2019. No one's following me yet.
He knows you though, doesn't he?
Here we go. This is a tricky one for you, Alex. Alex has 5 abandoned games. Name 3.
Oh.
Metroid Dread
is one.
What else does he moan about?
Doesn't he moan about?
Yeah. Tough question. Oh, God.
I can't even remember what's on this list.
I can't remember because I just think you finish everything. You play any old shit and finish it.
Is Returnal on there?
Returnal is on there.
Is that abandoned? Okay.
Well, I don't own it anymore, so.
That's pretty abandoned.
That is abandoned.
What else has he played but then not stuck with? I don't know. I'm not sure. Don't look at your shelves. That's cheating.
Are you struggling? Alex, really?
I genuinely am mind blanking on what I've abandoned because I probably put a lot on shelved and as well, and I can't know what I've. Oh, did I abandon Outer
FIFA
Wilds?
22.
Oh, I've got
Outer Wilds isn't
Stardew Valley.
Not there.
No.
I don't even think I bother touching that.
Okay.
Do you want me to put you out your misery, and I'll give you the last three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gang Beasts, Near
Mhm.
Automata, and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, right. No way.
Oh, Near Automata, that was shite, that. Oh my god, that's brought back bad memories.
Right, Mark,
Oh,
I'm going to ask you not to answer this one, but you have written one review. But for what game?
Darkest Dungeon.
is it?
Oh, yeah. I know what it is.
I bet it's something. Oh, is it Quake? No, okay. Is it something old though? Is it? It's not like a game. you played
Yeah, I
recently.
would say it was old.
Doom.
What's he bang on about?
Heretic. Was it Heretic?
No, these are good guesses.
Portal 2. Andrew saying in the chat.
No, I don't think I've heard him mentioning this game before.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Then I have no idea.
Maybe.
Can I see if I know what it is? I'm not 100%.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Is it Lost Levels?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I saw you done that as well.
Yeah.
Just the one that's there.
And that's just because like I clicked on it and it was like fucking 2.5 stars or something. And I was so angry that like it was like being on Twitter all over again. This is an outrage. This is an outrage. And I wrote a little review to boost its profile, and I gave it an overrated score.
Someone's going to stick up for poor little Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is he now, eh?
If I'd done any
playing
better,
football.
I think Chris Pratt would be voicing him. I have 3 tier lists. One of them's S tier, which is the cream of the crop, according to me. There are how many games in there? 8 games,
Control,
including
and there's
Control,
Hollow
Hollow
Knight.
Knight, Ocarina of Time, Breath of the Wild. Give me 2 more. See, I've taken the ones out.
Mario 64? Mario 64?
Shut up.
Is it?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
Bloodborne.
Nah.
Is one of them KOTOR?
Yes.
One of them is
Yeah.
KOTOR.
Yeah.
Dark Souls.
Bloodborne?
No.
I said that.
No.
I think Bloodborne's in
Sorry, mate.
the A tier.
Don't listen to you, Alex. Fuck.
I know.
Tetris.
Shut up.
That's
No,
me.
that's in Mark's.
That'd be Alex. Yeah.
I think Mark's got it in his like top games as well. Haven't you? Tetris.
I don't know. It's in my C3 list. Well, one more Lewis game. This should be easy. Fucking hell.
It should be easy. If it helps, I'll give you a clue. I'm looking at them right now.
Oh, is one of them like it's a racing game like Ride 5 or
Give us a
something?
genre. Give us a genre.
If it helps, I'm looking at it.
Celeste.
That was thanks for the delayed reaction, Mark. Thanks.
That was good.
Platformer.
3D.
Celeste.
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie.
No.
Is it it's the original Super Mario Brothers?
Close.
Super Mario World.
Mario
Yes.
World.
Super Mario World. So you could have that list. You could have
Oh,
also Super Mario World, Fire Emblem, 3 Houses,
Oh, that's right.
Ah.
Majora's Mask.
When are you going to take 3 houses out of it?
I don't know. Maybe when 3 Hopes comes out. And now the reason why I wanted to play this game, I've been waiting for this for a little while, a couple of weeks at least. And now, Ben, I'm going to ask you to do this on your own, but I will say that you can defer to the others for help. Ben, you
So
have
this whole thing
ranked-
has been a ruse to stitch
you've-
me up.
Yes, you have ranked.
And not just
Yeah.
this game, the whole years of this podcast.
Yes, this is
Right
all.
now.
It's just culmination of
This
everything.
friendship is a sham. Okay.
You have ranked your top 15 games. What are they
Right.
in order?
Oh my! I don't know. I haven't finished. I have not finished. That is a work in progress.
What are your top 15? You've got
All
15
right,
there.
Breath of the Wild is number 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Link to the Past is number 2.
Yep.
That's after that it gets hazy. I think that like Super Mario World is in there.
It is. It's not 3
Super
though.
Mario Brothers 3 is in there.
It is, yes.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is in there.
It is. Number 10.
Shadow of the Colossus is in there.
Number 13.
God of War is there.
6.
Yeah. Go on, help us out, guys. What else is a good game?
Is Tetris in it?
11.
Surprised.
Surprised it's something in my own list.
Yeah. What else? Dragon Quest 11. That's got to be there.
Oh, yeah.
That is there. 12.
What about
Final Fantasy 12.
This is a list of favourite games, not games that owe someone back.
Least favourite coasters.
Celeste will be there.
Should
14.
be.
14.
14. Is Cuphead?
Cuphead is not
No.
there.
Oh, okay. What about Octopath?
Not there.
Okay.
Mario Odyssey.
No.
No.
No, I wouldn't know.
3D Mario on 10.
Oh, of course. What am I thinking?
Yeah. What are some older games though?
Something like, what about Red Dead 2?
No. Don't I give you a clue for number 3?
I've seen that in one of
Go on.
yours.
You didn't shut up
What's it
about
called?
it last year.
You have to be more specific.
Hades.
Hades.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
not what I was talking about, but yes, that is also there.
What else did I not shut up about?
Deathloop.
What's your number 3
not
favourite game?
Deathloop. Loop Hero.
Look,
Leap Hero? No.
Pong.
Pong.
I don't remember.
We're still due to do the second part of the cross section. Number 3
God.
favourite game right here. You've just finished the first
no
one.
idea.
Will of the Wisps.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
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 There is a couple in there. Don't make it through.
You please
Yeah.
take us out of this misery.
Breath of the Wild, Link to the Past, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Super Mario World, Titanfall 2. Come on, Ben.
Oh yeah.
God of
Good
War,
one.
Super Mario 3, Hades, Inside, Fire
Yes.
Emblem Three Houses, Tetris, Dragon Quest 11, Shadow of the Colossus, Celeste, and
The final
the Spire.
one.
Slay
Slay
the
the
Spire.
Spire. Yeah.
What a list. Has this man got some taste or what?
Well, you,
Good
you,
game.
weren't, you weren't happy about Tetris.
Sorry, Tetris. Yeah,
Good
that
game.
is a work in
Good game.
progress. Like, that's for a future project that we.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
I'll be sure to keep an eye on that.
Please do.
Are you
That's
keeping
it.
it? You keeping it
GG.
at 15, or are you going to 20? Going to 10? How are you going to
I
do
think
it?
I think it defaults to 15. when
Oh,
you
does it?
Turn on
Okay.
the ranking option.
All right.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
I remember
All right.
being outraged that anyone had the gall to put their favorite games in order. It was like
You sent me a message as soon as you saw it. You sent me a message.
so
going,
outraged.
this is crazy.
It was like the second time I log into the app as well, and he's like ranked his games. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is what he's been doing all morning.
And he doesn't even have them memorized. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah, the gall of it. Amazing.
Yeah, give it a few weeks and I'll maybe delve into some other people. Some others on there. But in the meantime, shall we move on to pick up and play? All right. Let's pick up and play.
Fucking
It's just this, bit where we speak about games that we've bought, other stuff we've played in that. Bit rubbish. In fact, we're not even going to do it very well this time. We're going to do a high level. Fucking can't be bothered. Oh dear. Alex, over to you.
I've picked up feck all. I've been continued to be a very, very good and not bought anything this week, so I'm quite happy with that. Mainly because my shopping list got much bigger after last night and all the games that have been added on. So it's quite good. Quite good having these quiet weeks at the beginning where I haven't picked anything up. So
Save that cash. What about your played?
I have been playing Ollie Ollie World.
Oh, lovely.
And thoroughly enjoying Ollie Ollie World. I've been new to the whole series of Ollie Ollie. I hadn't played it at all until we had the Cross Seasons event a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I was absolutely shit at the first one and then realised I won the second one on PS Plus back in the day. I was playing that in Vita, loving that. And I'm like, right, I need to jump into Ollie Ollie World. And it just... I think it's probably the most accessible game in the series so far. It's definitely far more friendly to progress through it. Bigger game. Well, I'm not sure bigger game in terms of size of number of levels in any of them. I'm probably now just starting the third world. There's 4. Basically, the world's kind of split into 4, and you have these 4 gods across the world, and you need to beat all the levels in each of the areas to reach Nirvana, where the gods live. So that's the kind of narrative behind it. But there's some nice additions where you now have checkpoints within the courses, so you can. I'm not sure because I've not got that far through the first 2 games. I don't know how much of it's new and how much of it's been there. But there's now checkpoints, so you can either reset to a checkpoint and lose your score to that point, or you can reset right back to the start of the race like you would in the earlier games, and then try to get to the end in one go. And the ranking system's changed a little bit, so you've got more challenges that you need to do rather than trying to get just like your 3 stars, where you kind of did have those challenges. Just a wee bit more story behind it all. Some new techniques that you need to learn, like those wall grind. I think it's wall grinding or wall running.
Something like that.
And it does a nice job of teaching you it because it doesn't hit you with all the tutorial at the beginning. It gives you a little bit of tutorial in each world and kind of progresses each thing, kind of layers it on as you're going on, which some might be put off by they just want to learn it all at the beginning and kind of finesse it, but it's probably quite a nice way to lead it through, and then you can go back once you've, because I can't imagine if you focused and just try to get through the levels, it would take you that long to finish them, to go back and then try and perfect them, so you would learn it all that way. But no, I'm really, really enjoying it. It's good. Good.
Just for listeners of who normally are there, you know what we're talking about. High level pick up and play today. Our in-depth thoughts on the games that we've picked up and played over the last week will be recorded later on and on our Patreon feed. That's patreon.com/the crossplayers. You can subscribe for as little as £2 and you get a load of other general tomfoolery thrown in the mix. Also,
putting our true thoughts behind a paywall.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be one way to view it, but it's more like we want to make this podcast really snappy. Yeah? Like that intro to pick up and play.
Snappy.
That was snappy.
Exactly. That was snappier than normal. Yeah, like, if you want our true thoughts, Ben, I really, really like you. Find out my true thoughts later on.
If you're listening to this now, you think that intro to pick up and play was like pretty like long-winded and us gasping stuff, but the actual version of that is like 50 minutes. So
exactly,
you can get that
for as little as £2.
Yeah.
Yes.
£2 a month for 45 minutes of heavy breathing and groans.
We'd make a fortune for that.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, it's a good point.
There's quality oral content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The new ASMR.
I said that was later, Mark.
Ben,
I saved it.
Yeah, I'll go next.
You go next.
I haven't picked up a lot. I think I got Wingspan that was on sale on the eShop had an eye on that for a long time. Shy Guy in our Discord often talks about how much he enjoys that. So,
Yep.
yeah, and Mark, you got it as well, didn't you? Wingspan.
Yeah, it's the one with Macaulay Culkin in it, is it?
Yes. I'm
Is
not
it?
going to tell you what happens to him.
No, I did
So, yeah.
pick it up. Yeah, I picked it up as well.
Yeah, it's it's like a board game adaptation with birds and stuff.
Is it an actual board game?
It's a real
There is a
physical
board game. Yeah.
Is there? Okay.
I think
Yeah, and birds are real as well.
we've
Nice.
learned so much tonight. That was my. I think that's my only real pickup. And then I've played a couple of older games, so we'll get into the weeds with them in the Patreon podcast. But played and finished Transistor, and then started Wipeout Omega Collection on the PS5, which
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nice.
very impressed with, and I've got things to say.
Wow.
Ooh, look forward to it.
I wish it- I wish it-
good. It's
so fast.
The cards are so fast.
All right, cool. Mark.
Yeah, I've had another week of picking up a shitload of games. I just picked up Sifu just before the show because.
Did you?
Yeah, because I realised there wasn't quite as much from the direct as I was sort of anticipating I would be getting. So I bought Sifu. I'll talk more about my experience playing Sifu in the Patreon-only podcast. Check it out later, people. I picked up Lewis. One for you, mate. Control
Picked me
PS5.
up.
We had a moment earlier, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, I picked up Lewis earlier on.
Oh.
Yeah, quality. Actually, surprisingly, he smelt just like I expected.
Yeah. That tattoo just right there. Smart. He smelled just like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a moment earlier. We both shared pictures of Control PS5
Stuff.
that we arrived at the same day, and I was
Spoiler.
like,
Spoiler alert.
Res Evil 2 picked that up in the sale on the PlayStation-y thing. Witcher 3 picked that up, waiting for the big update expected last year, should be this year. Also picked up Wingspan for the gorgeous bird action, and just picked up Into the Breach as well. So load of stuff I picked up, yeah.
Into the Breach, actually, I was going to say earlier. That reminded me. Triangle Strategy reminds me of Into the Breach. Because less Fire Emblem-y, it seems much more condensed, like Into the Breach.
Okay.
So if anyone is a fan of Into the Breach and that style of turn-based strategy, then you might like Triangle Strategy.
Well, Pete from back in the Switch Island days was a big fan of Into the Breach, and I've also heard a couple of other people talk about it on another podcast, and it sounds like Advance Wars, but a bit roguelitey. So I'm quite interested to give that a whirl, and it's like a $5, so even if I never play it, that's another $5 to the Switch.
Yeah. Another $5 on Nintendo back pocket.
Yeah, a lot of my Switch
Even
posters.
Even if I never played it, wasted money.
Yeah, exactly. Nailed it.
At least you get something.
Win-win. Lewis, what about you?
All right, did you do your played?
Huh?
You gonna do them later on?
Yeah, I'll talk about what I played in the Patreon show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
My pickups, as Mark mentioned there, after lots of toing and froing and waiting and consideration, I bit the bullet and got Control Ultimate Edition on PS5.
Oh.
So when I start playing this, it'll be the third time I've started it in the last 5 or 6 months. But I want to have it on the PS5 as well because I'm an idiot. So looking forward to that. I also picked up today Disco Elysium. I was on the fence about it, but then there was the announcement earlier this week that they'd sorted the load times. So yeah, that was enough for me to know to pull the trigger when it went on sale. Played. I've continued with Returnal. I've not spoke about it yet because I was off last week. Continuing with that, continuing to get my bottom handed to me and loving it. And I've also started Rift Apart for the complete contrast in games. So that's those are my played.
I'm interested to hear about that journey because that's the same order that I played those two games. Played
Okay.
Returnal and then went, I'm going to play Rift Apart.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my thoughts were that Returnal will probably take me a while. Rift Apart is a lot quicker to get through.
Yeah. It's a nice, easy platinum.
Is it?
Yeah.
I probably won't get
It's a very friendly platinum. You don't need to do much after you've finished it to platinum it.
We've established that he's not going to get any platinums this year.
I've already got one, Ben.
Not one that counts.
I did read the small print. Was it the only?
Yeah, we did.
One
We
platinum
did stipulate.
that's not Astrobot.
Yeah. Let's go back and listen. It's all there.
No, I've lived it. I don't need to listen.
We don't need to listen. Alex has got it all written down on a sexy
I do.
spreadsheet,
Annotated.
holding us to our statements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've got how many days? 4 days?
4 days, mate. 4 days
4 days.
for the big
For Silk
3-pointer.
Salt.
Yeah,
For Silk
it could
Salt
still
come out.
happen, mate. And normally the directs are about, Indie World is about 3-4 days after sometimes. So they could do a day and date drop with an Indie World. Could still happen.
It would need to happen on Monday or Tuesday.
So exciting.
That's not gonna happen.
Monday.
It's not going to happen.
It's
Come on,
maybe
mate.
going to be a nice Valentine's Day present.
This is it. Project
Guys,
Arena
a nice
like
red,
Valentine's
doesn't
Day,
it?
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys will be watching Uncharted at the cinema together, and Silk Song will come out. That'll be it.
I mean, as much as I love Ben, if Silk Song comes out, I'm leaving the cinema, mate.
Fine. More legroom, more popcorn. Joke's on you. Squinny4 in chat. Even I have the Rift Apart Platinum, and I'm not a trophy hunter.
Come on.
Come on, Lewis.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try my best. If it's get a platinum, an easy platinum, and Ben doesn't get how many points? 3.
I think
Something like that.
Points,
I want to do everything I can so you don't get any points. Because
Be a
my
man.
predictions.
Be a man and go for the Returnal one, mate. Come on.
Yeah, man. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means. It was said ironically.
All right, enough of this nonsense. Let's go into Mario or Smario.
Shit.
You play the game, don't you ever play me, it's all the same. It's all the same. Don't you play the game every time we play. It's Mario, baby.
Welcome to Mario Smario, another 5050 edition. Mario Smario is the game where I dig out 4 weird and wonderful facts about a particular game. However, one of those facts isn't a fact. It's actually bollocks. And the lads have got to work out which one that is. And yeah, you, if you're listening, watching, doing whatever, playing with yourself, you can play along as well. That would be amazing. Are we ready today, lads? Are we excited? Are we trepidatious? Are we
Always ready.
Yep.
I am. I'm just very conscious that they've started doing some roadworks outside.
I've heard it. I thought it was a dog. I thought it was a very
Yeah.
angry dog.
It's just been angry for like 20 minutes straight.
What's the time? It's currently 9:25. Why have they just started doing roadworks?
I know, it's really
Is it
London.
is it the council or is it just some arse?
probably somebody stealing our gate or something. I don't know.
These are the sort of excuses we normally get at the beginning of Mario. So I'm assuming.
I'm a little distracted.
Chain of thought is broken.
Yeah. No, mate, it's funny you mentioned this. We just had this happen to us just last week. And we looked it up on the council site and it was just like, we're doing drill testing on your streets. They were just drilling like various intervals on our street.
Yeah, well, yep, this drill works.
This drill works.
Surely just go out into the North Sea and do it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I shouted from the window. Right. Okay. So today we're playing round 2, long delayed, of Grand Theft Auto or Grand Hefty Daughter. Right. So, Alex laughed again. Right. Where am I dropping this shit? What's going on? I was not ready. Okay. Number 1. It was banned in Brazil. Number 2. It was ported to the Game Boy Color. Number 3, a cheat code for adding even more swear words exists, despite the game being rated 18+. And number 4, an N64 port was cancelled due to increased controversy about the game's subject matter. I will drop these into the chat. You guys be thinking about those, and we will find out with the mighty randomizer. Yeah, no, don't give it actual any thinking. Right. Sarlix, you have been chosen, so please choose who goes first.
I will nominate Lewis.
Oh, you absolute bastard.
Feel free to play along in chat as well. We're not looking at the chat.
I am.
Andrew just text me separately.
Right. What's the game? Grand Theft Auto?
Or Grand Theft Auto.
Ah, okay. Oh, there we go. First one. So
the first Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
The first one. Yeah. Okay. Top down. This is because this was a few weeks ago we did this one.
Yeah. I had a couple. I had some more that I saved. And this was your chance. You had a few weeks to research away. And we said at the time, should have been swatting up. Ben said at the time it's going to be swatting up. So very excited about his responses.
Ben's
Very
funny. Okay, number one. It was banned in Brazil. Grand Theft Auto. I can't see it being banned in Brazil. A video game is the least of their problems. It was ported to the Game Boy.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Ported to the Game Boy
Sorry to all
Color.
of our Brazilian listeners.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, whatever. It was ported to the Game Boy Color. Again, I think that might be true. Seems likely. A cheat code for adding even more swear words exists despite the game being rated 18+. Not sure on this one. And an N64 port was cancelled due to increased controversy about the game's subject matter. Now, 3 and 4, I don't know, because Nintendo, being Nintendo, I can imagine that. I can imagine them imagine cancelling it. But I think I'm going to go for 3.
Okay, you're going to go for number 3. A cheat code was added
Yep.
for adding more swear words. Excellent. Right. Move on to who's next with the randomizer. My God, it's your lucky night. Alex, you're up next, mate.
Oh, well. So it was banned in Brazil. I'm sure the last one was banned. Was it not the first one? It was banned in Germany or something. Was that not the last one?
You may be thinking of the Castlevania one, but
Was that Castlevania?
Yeah.
Well, it was Spain. Oh well, something was banned.
But it wasn't banned, was it?
I don't think it was banned in Brazil. Ported to the Game Boy Color. I'm fairly confident. I remember the Game Boy version of that game. I didn't play it, but I think it existed. A cheat code for adding even more swear words exists despite the game being rated 18+. I can really believe that. It was made in Scotland. There's plenty of words that we use here that probably wouldn't make an 18 rating. So I can totally believe that being true. An N64 port was cancelled due to increased controversy. I think the key words are increased controversy because I could see them then doing the port for the Game Boy Color and then getting to a stage where, this is a little bit too controversial. We're not going full on N64. So I'm going to go for 1.
Okay, thank you very much. And Ben, you are up last, my friend.
Right, so Lewis has gone for 3. Alex
right.
has gone for 1.
Yep.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go different, and I'm going to overthink it. But I think
Classic Ben.
Yeah.
I think it might be what? I think it might be number 4, and then N64 port was cancelled due to the game's increased controversy about the game's subject matter. Because I feel like at that time they were sort of the N64 wasn't doing amazing, and they were starting to port stuff over that was a bit more adult themed to the N64, realizing that they had to keep up with the likes of PlayStation and what have you. So I'm going to go for 4. I don't believe number 4.
Okay, so we've got Alex for number 1, Lewis for number 3, Ben for number 4. Okay, let's do these in an annoying order. Right, number 2, it was ported to the Game Boy Color. That is, in fact, true. Apparently, the port is an absolute piece of dog shite. According to the reviews I read, it is just not playable or fun in any way. but I still think it's a surprising thing that it is on that game was on the Game Boy Color. Let's go to number 1. It was banned in Brazil. Was it banned in Brazil? Alex, I'm afraid it was banned in Brazil, my friend. It actually was. Isn't that incredible? I was very surprised. That's what inspired me to do the banned in Spain thing for Cosmo.
I knew it was related. Just in the
you
wrong
knew
way.
the gobshite. You knew the gobshite.
Yeah.
But Dan's come in with a late guess of 3.
After two
After
have
two have been gone, yeah. Yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, which of us though?
Yeah, we can see him googling on his phone.
Okay. Number 3, a cheat code for adding even more swear words exists, despite the game being rated 18+. Alex, you're absolutely right. That is also true. Meaning that the N64 port is the Smario. Not that there was an N64 port planned, and it's not that it was cancelled. They just stopped development. No one really knows why they stopped development. But there was a Sega Saturn version, and that was being worked on as well, and that was cancelled due to just lack of interest in the Sega Saturn at the time, like you said, in Sega. Yeah.
So you're saying that was a Mario, but it could be a Mario because you don't know.
We don't. Mario.
It is the Smario because
debatable.
No. This is a.
It's not like that was made up. There's
he doesn't do things by halves.
There's a little probability here that could actually be true. Whether we could find out and get some corroboration, I doubt it, but there is a chance.
Yeah, there is a chance.
Is there
a
red card that we can give Alex for bringing the game into disrepute? This is, I think it's shocking.
I'll tell you what, Alex. If you research it and there's any chance that it was cancelled due to controversy, it wasn't cancelled by Nintendo. It wasn't cancelled by DMA due to the. In fact, the game was incredibly popular, and there was only sort of isolated places like Brazil where there was that level of controversy. There's a bit of newspapery stuff, but I think by all accounts, the Nintendo would have been really excited to have it as part of the console, which is why that's why it's on the Game Boy Color as well.
But there's no proof to say that that's not true.
As Ben rightly said, they were porting a lot of more grown-up games at that time. Resident Evil, Perfect Dark, etc.
Who's that speaking?
Mark, yeah, right. Thanks, Mark. Thanks for sticking up for me, mate.
All right, what are the scores?
We got the scores. Yeah. Well, I don't think Alex is going to want to do the scores because he seems a bit angry.
No, I'm gonna fight that point to the death.
Oh my god!
I know how my Friday's going to be spent.
Pathetic little man.
There's a long way to go, mate. There's a long way to go.
I don't have the scores at hand.
That's all right.
I think Dan's on 2, Ben's on 2, Alex is on 1, Lewis is on 0. And Mark's on 1, in fact. So Lewis is on 0. Yeah, Lewis is on 0.
Thanks.
Does that come across there? I thought maybe they were still doing the roadworks outside. Yeah. I'm not sure if that came over. Lewis is on 0.
Very good.
Right.
All right. Well, that's a snappy old pod. I'd like to give thanks to our patrons, Sean Hughes, Austin Voigt, Scumdeath Bastardo, Taylor Renard, Jason Frost, Ethan Hunt, Lalena DeSaltos, Tristan Brooks, Sarah Purbrick, Rebecca Rodernath, Runestorm, apologies, Tim Olf, Luke Cooper, Stephen Landry, Kevin Scully, our current Cross Seasons champion, and Mark Grumpstein Hammond. Thank you very much. Contributions are very much appreciated. Ben, where can people go to find you on the internet?
Don't find me, I'll find you.
Whoa.
Wow.
Just working on a catchphrase. Is that creepy? I don't know.
Just mildly threatening.
You can find me at BenjiCon.
Lovely. Alex?
At SSAlex984.
Snappy, that one. Mark?
Yeah, you can find me on our Discordy thingy. Look for the person who's disturbed enough to have Tingle as their picture, and that'll be me hanging around.
Just think about it. Is it the drawing of you as Tingle that's your...
It is the drawing of me as Tingle, that's correct.
Yes,
yeah.
that is terrifying.
Very terrifying.
And on Twitter, I am at that Dr. Fact. You can get us all on Twitter at the Crossplayers. You can go to our website, crossplayers.com. You can go there. There's a lot of links. We were speaking the other day. The website is looking fresh as fuck, by the way. It's very clean. Loads of links on the top. Go to our shop, buy yourself a Crossplayers duvet set, tea towel, face mask.
Check out Jason's Grapple Dog review as well that we just posted.
That's
Lovely
just
little
up there as
review.
well. Yes.
Lovely little game.
And also Alex's Nintendo Direct reactions feature.
Yes, sir.
That was
Ooh.
fantastic piece of work. Love that.
Kept me up all night.
Wow.
I was just trying to make him feel better after the Mario Smurry.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Don't think
I thought you would be genuine for once, but
now it feels even worse.
Three
fuck you,
genuines.
I'm gone.
3 genuines. We should put our rated GG games on the website once we've got them, like our top 10 each or something. That'd be good.
You won't manage that though, because you've outright said that you refuse to do that.
Did I say that?
Something like that.
Some sweeping statement that's utter bollocks. But also, come and follow us on GG app. Download it. It's not a sponsor, but maybe it could be. Come and follow us.
Yeah.
I think we all use the same handle as we do on Twitter, don't we? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
More or less.
share your games with us.
Yeah. And then maybe you can be part of good Ben. You could be part of.
A good game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fed up. Bye.
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 Kept waiting.